is what you missed.
That's DJ Sizwe featuring Pato Ranking and DJ Maphorisa. Vom Vom, the remix, a song that's been doing very, very well. Also check out the video, guys. It's hot, hot, hot. But another hot topic, of course, medical aid and being covered here in South Africa. It's a conversation we've been having on air for quite a while now. A lot of people talking about affordability, some of the reasons that they are not covered. And that's the hashtag we're using, Are You Covered? So do use that hashtag. Let us know your thoughts, your comments around medical aid and coverage in this country or in Gulisimo that you are in. We're joined in studio, though, by Vuyi Somachova from Sizwe Medical Aid. And before we went to headlines, I was asking you just about that offering or what you say in your brochure that you will be covered at private hospitals nationwide. Tell us a bit more about that, because that's the line that'll hook the fish.
Indeed. And I think we all know that when you end up in hospital, it's always a very distressing occasion. So one of the things we pride ourselves is that across all of our benefits, across all of our products, you get access to medical aid in terms of coverage in a private hospitalization anywhere within the borders of South Africa. So, and I think that's one of the value propositions we bring to the market to say to our members, that's one thing, because we've gone out there as a medical aid and negotiated rates for our members, and this is why we then give it as a benefit. So it's something that we pride ourselves, and I think it also says to our members, you've got freedom of choice. When you do unfortunately have to face the prospect of being in hospital, you choose a private hospitalization that you can then go and access.
What is patient-centered care? What does that mean?
So we've been interchanging between ourselves, Sizwe and Sechaba. So we've got Sechaba Medical Solutions, which is the administrator of the Sizwe Medical Fund. So one of the things that Sechaba does as an administrator of the medical fund is we try and ensure that the fund stays healthy. But by that, we're saying we need to make sure that the members of Sizwe are healthy. So one of the things that our administrator does is make sure that members who are within the fund are actually taken care of based on their needs and their health situation. So we talk about patient-centered care because, for instance, if somebody within our fund is, for instance, on a chronic, condition, and we're looking after them as a chronic member. So one of the things that we ensure is we engage with that member to ensure that they're managing their chronic disease or ailment
properly.
So that, as a patient, they're the ones who are at the center, and we're making sure that they're getting the right efficacy in terms of product and medication that they're using, because that's the care that they need to be, afforded. And that's what we're saying. So we put the member or the patient in the center to make sure that they are well and they are better. So we're very much not just doing a blanket solution in terms of medical aid. We deal with Vuiswa on her basic need and her as a patient to make sure that she's taken care of. And in fact, you see our tagline says, your health in caring hands, because that's what we do as Sizwe. We care for you. You are the center of everything that gets done as a member of this medical aid.
So ngibukele indaba izolo ebusuku endlini ngiyezwa I actually took out my phone ngarecorda le clip le ngicela ulalela.
Yeah.
More bad news for consumers. Those with medical aid will need to fork out more money. Medical aid providers have announced next year's fee increases. Discovery premiums are going up by 7.9%. Momentum is charging 8.3% more. Bonitas goes up by 8.7%. And Sizwe Medical Aid is only increasing by 3%.
All right, I'm going to hold it just there. Ne? But let me just play it back a little bit. Discovery, but yanyuga. Ama premiums next thing is 7.9%. In momentum, but yanyuga 8.3%. Bonitas Medical Aid Fund, but yanyuga 8.7%, which is the highest of all these medical aids. And then Besabati
7%. And Sizwe Medical Aid is only increasing by 3%.
lo sisofunda indaba uzothi only ngathi usebenze Sizwe.
Or maybe covered by Sizwe, yeah.
And it's only increasing by 3%. You guys are the lowest of all these other medical aids.
We are the lowest, and that's very important because, we have a board of trustees that looks at how the fund is managed over time. And we understand, or the board understands, that consumers actually are stretched. You know, inflation is high, and sonke siyazi, our pocket or share of that wallet, there's too many things that we need to pay for. And medical aid, because we want people to stay covered. Hashtag stay covered.
Yes.
And the fact that we've brought to market the lowest talks about, we saying we know that people are stretched, so we don't want them to default or cancel medical aid because then it's too expensive. And the fact that we've brought to market the lowest premium increase for 2018 is really part of that. We're saying we understand, but we want people to remain covered because it's important.